What up?
What's up, y'all?
How y'all doing?
How we doing? I'm gonna do a quiet clap for Gabrielle this week so we can hear her knuckle cracking.
Why do we not even have?
I know, right? Since she did all that mess talking last week, so let's see what happens today. Okay. All right. So 3, 2, 1. Oh, look at that.
I had a good one. What up, peeps? How are y'all doing? Welcome back to the Let's Make Out podcast, where we make out all things what?
Love, life, and laughter.
That's right. I am your host, Gabrielle, also known as Gabe, joined by my handsome husband and co-host,
Chad.
Also known as Babe.
Also known as Babe. Okay. Chad, also known as Babe. All right.
We're so glad you're here.
Yes.
Hopefully you guys are doing well when you're listening and or watching.
If you're watching right now, we appreciate you for watching, okay?
And or watching. And if
Yes.
you didn't know you could watch, come on over to YouTube, search Let's Make Out Podcast, and
right.
you will find our
It's also
faces.
linked in the show notes if you're listening to it and you want to just look at your phone. If you're not driving, make sure you're not driving.
Yeah, please
look at
don't
your
look
phone,
at it if you're
show
driving.
notes, and you'll be able to go to the video, to this exact video.
Yeah, so
Check it out.
check it out. Check it out. Where's that from?
Living.
Okay, I'm about to say, we just went through this last week. I need you to remember. Good job, you remember.
or that's
What else?
Bruno Mars song.
Oh, with Cardi B?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Check. That's how.
Is that how it starts?
Yeah.
Mm.
She's having some good, delicious coffee right now.
Damn, this coffee is so good right now. Man.
Man.
What's been going on, you guys? Hopefully you're well. I'm trying to think. What's been going on over here? Not much.
Yeah, not much.
Not much at all. We finished. I don't know if we told you guys that we started watching
Firefly Lane.
Firefly Lane.
It chokes her up every time because of the last episode.
I'm mad because of how the last episode ended. We finished the first season, and I just was
upset.
not ready for that cliffhanger. Like, I really thought that we were going to get to the bottom of the rift before the end of the season, and we did not. And I was just like, did they really end it
Like what?
that? Like, I mean, normally, obviously seasons, they end on a cliff note. I get that, but it's like when you hype it up to this, it's almost kind of like how This Is Us did us, and we had to wait forever to see how Jack actually died. Like, it was just like, really?
Yeah.
This is what y'all do?
Yeah, it was
unfortunate. I'm still upset when I
so
think
mad.
about
We're
it.
so mad that we're probably gonna wait a week before we watch the second season when it comes out. We're gonna wait. We ain't gonna watch it on opening night. Y'all ain't getting our opening night views.
You are
Firefly
still
Lane.
We don't watch anything on opening night. Like,
We don't.
what is opening night? We don't watch anything in real time. Everything is after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
I did watch something in real time this weekend,
Yeah.
and it was the Oprah interview with Meghan and Harry. That's probably, I can't even remember the last time I watched live TV. But I wanted to catch it. I don't know.
Only thing I watch live is like games or UFC events. Like, I watch those live. But outside of that, I don't watch much live TV either.
Yeah, we never do that. But can we talk about that interview, y'all? That was crazy. I think, and it's interesting because I'm trying to figure out, is it really crazy? Why is it crazy? Why are we surprised at some of the things that she explained about the whole institution and everything? Like, I don't know much about the royal family at all. I don't know anything about it, really. And it's interesting she was talking about that because Babe didn't really watch it. But she was talking about how she went into it naively and she didn't do any research. Like, because Oprah was like, certainly, you are dating the prince. You Googled or something. And she was like, honestly, no. Like, I didn't. And she's like, I'm glad I did because I probably would have
worked up a reason why,
but
not
she's
to
like,
do it.
I literally didn't Google anything at all. And, she was talking about the first time she met the queen. He was like, do you know how to curtsy? Like, they taught her how to curtsy right outside before she went in because apparently, and she was like, oh, it's your grandmother. And he's like, but she's the queen. Like, you still got to curtsy when you see her. Like, apparently that's the thing.
Oh, okay.
But she was just talking about how she just went into it naively. And I think based off of what we know from Princess Diana's experience, it should not be a surprise, the things that she said, like, and how, you know, the help wasn't there, and, you know, everything is hush hush, and it was just crazy. Yeah. Like, I think it's crazy just to be like, man, still in 2021, y'all still acting crazy over there. Like,
I mean, if they were acting crazy with Princess Diana, a white woman,
true, what
do you think that was going to happen with a black woman?
That's a great point.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, because let's be honest, like, you know, like,
that's a really good point.
So yeah, I mean, it's not surprising, just because I remember having conversations with some British soldiers when I was overseas. You know, I would go to their, like, there would always be like a it was called a green bean coffee place, green bean coffee, basically, you like on the bigger bases, and you could get like smoothies, or you could get like coffee and stuff like that, you know. But then on the British side of the bases, they would have like a little tea spot.
Oh, that's cool.
Like a little place where they would watch football, you know, aka soccer,
right?
To them, and tea and stuff like that. So I would go and hang out in there when I was because I was on the British side a lot, and I would have some conversations with sometimes, and they were I was just like, so I asked a few times, like, you know, like the royal, like Buckingham Palace, the royal family, like, you know, like, how is that? He's like, they would just tell me, like, there's just, it's crazy. Just the stories and the rumors that they've grown up hearing, and it's pretty, you know.
I can't even imagine. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's kind of like the president, but it's just like, I can't imagine living in a world with a queen or a king. Like, it just seems so different, but I guess it's the same as the president.
Well, not really, because the president potentially can change every 4 years.
Right. I mean, she's been a queen for how long? Forever.
Since she was like, what? I think
like
she was
16
or 17.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, you know, it's
crazy to me, the whole concept.
The whole concept of still having a queen and a royal family and stuff like that.
I think, you know what bothered me the most out of the whole, well, there were quite a few cringy moments. Like, for one, the fact that how the skin complexion of their child Archie was going to be, and then Oprah did clarify on, I think, Gail, that he made sure to say it was not his grandmother or his grandfather, but he did not want to disclose who he had the conversation with or how it even went, which is interesting to me. Like, I mean, you still want to protect the people that you love, and like some stuff, I guess, everything, we don't need to know everything.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't know. I think the other cringy part to me was that him as royalty, born into royalty, that they just literally took it all away. What? Like, you can do that? I think that is the craziest thing to me. Like, you just said, no, you're not a prince no more. We just snatching it all back.
Nuts,
like,
man.
all of it is just so amazing
it's
to
just
me.
Nuts.
It's crazy. Did y'all watch the interview? What did y'all think about it?
Yeah, it's just nuts.
It makes me want to watch the Princess Diana documentary. Not that it's the same thing, but I'm just curious now to know more about how that whole institution operates.
Isn't there a movie that they made about Queen Elizabeth?
It's called Crown, or is that a show?
Or is that a show?
Yeah, that's what I want to watch also.
I want to check that out just because I would love to know. Because from what the little snippets that I saw there watching with you, but then also even on social media, because it was all over, obviously, social media, it seemed like the way that Harry was portraying is that it wasn't the Queen who was the troublemaker or the difficult person most of the time.
Yeah, it seemed like, and he said that she's the one that he's talked to the most over the past year.
It
seems like it's not her.
As the Queen, who has the most power, isn't the one. But, isn't that true?
It's always the people
Isn't that true, though, in the world we live in today? It's always the one that doesn't have the power. Like, in comparison to the Queen or the president or the CEO that wants to make life more difficult. Or
is it the fact that they do have the power and she's just the figure? Like the president, it's only so much he can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not really the one that makes the decisions for the things
I don't know enough about the royal family.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm wondering
I don't know
if
how
that's
that hierarchy works.
The same premise.
I mean, we know that his father will be the king.
Right.
Like at some point, if he outlives the Queen, he will be the king. We know that.
Yeah.
And we know that Prince Charles will be the king after
once that.
Once his father passes.
Yeah.
Like, But that's all that's all I really know. Like, I don't really know. I don't even think that Prince Harry, well, former Prince Harry, whatever the heck he was, I don't even think that he could be king because he's the second child.
Yeah, no, he couldn't. He could have never been king.
It was the firstborn.
Yeah, it's the firstborn. I believe. Yeah.
So it's just crazy. It
is crazy.
It makes you
interested. Did they have a boy first, King Charles? I think they got a boy and a girl. Which one came first? So will it be another king? So this will be like the last queen for a while. Him and Kate. I don't know if they had the girl first or the boy first. This is how far removed we are from the royal family. Literally, like, I had no interest in them at all until Meghan Markle from Suits rode up in that thing, and I watched the wedding and was like, oh, that is really cool.
Yeah.
Like, you know, because we love Suits over here, so we were like mad.
I'm mad at her. I'm still mad at her though. I'm still mad at her because she left the show.
I know. I'm like, can she come back? Will they bring her and Mike back? Is she gonna go back to acting?
Yeah, bring back the Suits, and that you know, let Prince Harry be one of the rich clients or something on the show.
Okay.
And then she dumps Mike. She dumps Mike. And goes with hair. Like, I'm just saying. Suits writers.
Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. If y'all ain't never watched Suits, it is such a good. I don't know what happened after. Spoiler alert. After Mike left, I don't know what happened.
Well.
So, I don't know how it is now.
And the reason that Mike left, spoiler alert, is obviously because Meghan left. Right. Rachel was her name on the show. Yeah. She left, and they were together. So they had to make an exit. Either they had to break them up, or they had to make
an exit together.
And the way they wrote it, they made an exit together.
Yeah, we like two. Are they like 2 episodes or 2 seasons?
We're at least one. I don't know
if at least one.
Then the pandemic hits. I don't know if like a second one was
true.
You know,
but
after that,
it's a really good show.
It's a very good show. Very good show. So that's where my cup.
Oh,
a peep sent this to us. I think this might have been from Yvette, possibly.
Yeah,
one of our OG peeps. You just got lit up. This was Lewis Lit.
Lewis Lit from Suits.
One of the funniest characters on there.
He's quite hilarious.
He's a great actor.
I don't know his name in real life.
I don't, but the way he acts on that show is impressive with his acting ability.
Crazy.
But
so anyway, that was the highlight of my weekend, was watching the episode.
My highlight was UFC.
Yeah,
3 title fights.
Crazy ending to that one fight.
Yeah, one fight. Just nuts. I mean, if you're a UFC fan, then you obviously heard about the Bantamweight Championship and how it changed hands because of a disqualification, which is the first time that's ever happened in a championship fight. Crazy. And so that was cool. But all fights, but 3 championship fights that were really good. Mm-hmm. I ran 17.3 miles for 3 hours straight.
Give it up for Babe. Yay!
That was nuts, man.
I can't even imagine.
You know, but it was cool because I had my bottles and my gels sitting on the back of my car at the house, and I would run for 15 out and 15 back, grab my gel, grab bottles, run a lap with my bottles so I can get at least 6 ounces of fluid. Like, I had this structure to it.
Your own little...
And I got to run outside, which was amazing.
Yeah.
That was an amazing feeling.
The weather's been great.
And but it was great. I'm excited with my progress, and that we're now 27 days away from the marathon.
Ooh.
Yeah, 27 days.
27 days.
T-minus 27 days.
T-minus 27 days. And then you go right into...
Then I got about 20 days or so of like just running, swimming, and biking, just kind of like on my own pace. And then the 25th or 26th of April, I will start officially my 28-week program for Ironman.
That's so exciting.
So I'm just excited, man. Like I'm just trying to recover. I've been using my Normatex. I've been using, ice on my knees and stretching and foam rolling and just.
You had cryotherapy yesterday.
I did cryotherapy. How was that? It was good, very good. Yeah. It was cold, 3.5 minutes. Yeah, they didn't.
Nope.
They know me real well there, and they were like, so you just want to do 3.5 minutes? I'm like, you know how long it's been?
More?
Yeah, I was doing 4 minutes before I left.
Oh, were you?
So I'll work my way back up to 4 minutes again. But no, it was really good. It was really good. So I'll end up probably doing that probably once or twice a week. Yeah. Once I start Ironman training, because the more you do it, the more benefits you receive from it.
Yeah.
You doing it here and there, it doesn't really
do it
yeah.
Again.
But I'm gonna be doing I found a sports massage place that was actually a card was there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
cool.
actually actual sports massages. So it helps you recover from hard workouts. Right. So maybe once every couple weeks.
More power to you, shouty.
So I'm excited, man. Like it's gonna happen this year.
Yeah. All right. right, it's happening. It's definitely happening.
Oh,
you're gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm doing it. So
well, while we speaking of doing it, let's cue this music.
You
weren't ready?
That was good. While we speaking of doing it,
he was kind of
let's
ready.
do something else.
It came on downstairs. You weren't ready.
I wasn't ready.
It's still synced up to the speaker downstairs.
There we go.
Okay.
Now I'm ready.
Now let's do it.
Oh, jeez. Okay, here we go. Now let's do it. Switch it up on you, Shawty.
You did, and I was not even expecting that.
That was your face.
That was good.
That was my face from last week.
He got me good.
All right, that's hilarious. Man.
Hilarious.
So, before we get into questions, we're going to get into our first sponsor real quick.
Let's do it.
All right, so first sponsor we've told you about many times. We love them. HelloFresh. So, with HelloFresh, you get fresh, pre-measured ingredients and mouth-watering seasonal recipes delivered right to your door. HelloFresh lets you skip those trips to the grocery store and makes home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. And that's why it's America's #1 meal kit. So, again, HelloFresh cuts out the stressful meal planning and grocery store trips so you can enjoy cooking and get dinner on the table in about 30 minutes or less. They offer 10 to 20-minute meals, low prep recipes, and quick breakfasts and lunches, perfect for your busy schedule. And with 25 plus recipes to choose from each week, there's something for everyone to enjoy. All recipes are designed and tested by professional chefs and nutritional experts to ensure deliciousness and simplicity. So we've never had a bad meal from HelloFresh.
They're all good.
They're all good, and
so good.
Yeah, even to the point where the kids are eating them.
Mm-hmm.
So
they eating it.
It's good, right?
Right.
And I'm trying to think of the last one that we had. It was
it taquitos?
It was the taquitos.
Oh no, and then we had one for lunch.
Was it a pork chop?
Yeah, it was a pork chop with some type of
pork chop
sauce.
With like this like it's gravy almost like.
I don't know what it was, but it was amazing.
It was sour cream and then like some other like beef sauce and like some onions. It was unbelievable. It was so good. I mean, so good. We keep all the recipe things that comes because we can just buy the stuff and actually make it ourselves again because it was that good. So for you peeps that are watching or listening, we want you to check out HelloFresh, and you can actually go to HelloFresh.com/LMO12 and use code LMO12 for 12 free meals, including free shipping. So again, HelloFresh.com/LMO12, use the code LMO12 for 12 free meals, including free shipping. So yes, great place. Yep. We appreciate them sponsoring this podcast, and we hope that you check them out.
Check them out.
Yes.
All right. Questions.
Jinx, Gabrielle. Why you asking all them questions?
Pick a number between 1 and 3,000.
3.
Tell me pick a number. Okay. If given the opportunity, would you have a psychic reading?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. But I would go into it with no, like expectations of,
yeah.
Like, Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I think that there are people that have a gift in that area? I think that potentially there are some people, yes, that do have a gift of in that area. I don't know what that area is, but I think that there are people that do have that ability or some sort of gift in that area. But yeah, I would absolutely. But you take it with a grain of salt. It's
right.
It's not what they say is not law, and what they say doesn't have to necessarily not be close to what may happen.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No expectation.
No expectation. Right. Good question.
Yes.
Oh, it's my turn.
It's your turn. What question you want?
I'm going to go with question 3,000.
This is what I'm talking about, Gabrielle.
Just do it. We did the easy joint.
All right, here we go. What was the last thing someone said or did that you were offended by? I feel like
I've answered this question.
Yes, because we did with last podcast.
Dang, I don't even remember.
It's what your daughter said when she was like, "I don't want you on daddy."
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's do question $29.97.
$29.97. Sounds like a Walmart price.
It does. 97.
Which 3 famous people, past or present, would you most like to play a game of Twister with? What?
First of all,
you ain't playing no game of Twister with nobody.
I do not enjoy the game Twister. Like, I think I did when I was a kid, but
I feel like we should play Naked Twister.
You know, how did I know that you were going to say that?
I feel like that'd be fun.
I don't want to play Twister with anybody, dead or alive.
Well, me besides
dead or alive.
But she ain't playing Twister with
I don't want to play Twister with
body.
you either, honestly. Like, it just doesn't sound fun to me.
Oh. But it would be. Okay.
Can I get a good question?
Okay, let me find. What dream or nightmare have you had more than once?
Oh my goodness. Didn't we just answer this question last week? Wasn't yours similar? Something about reoccurring dreams?
Yeah, I think it was, yeah.
I quit. I'm going to throw all of the books away. Okay? I think it's time for a new segment because our questions have gotten worse and worse and worse.
You're jogging in the park and an aggressive loose dog chases after you. What do you do?
I run as fast as I can. Or if he gets close enough, I don't even know if I want to try and kick him because then he might bite my leg. So I think I'll just run as fast as I can and probably scream while I'm doing so. I would probably be running frantically down the street screaming for help. Like, literally, because I wouldn't try to face that. Like, I ain't going to try to fight the dog. So, I mean, I would just pray that these big old legs would grant me some fast pace.
That's why they're chasing you, because these big old legs.
Shut up.
He's like, ooh, those look good.
Literally, what do you do if there's a dog chasing you? Is there like a legit, like, what would you do if a dog was chasing you?
So if you punch a dog,
I would probably jump on somebody's car.
Punch a dog on the forehead.
Punch them in their forehead.
Yeah, like that.
Then what if they get my wrist? What if they bite me?
I mean, if you punch them in the forehead good enough, they're going to leave you alone.
As I'm going to punch, they're like, I can't.
They do like what? They do like what?
I'm not.
Say it again?
I'm not going to do it.
I don't think that was, I didn't quite understand that part,
I'm
though.
not gonna do it.
I just need to understand that part. So the one time the dog.
I'm not going to do that.
So there was overseas, there's lots of like, just strays, like over in like Afghanistan, Iraq. There's lots of strays, especially in Afghanistan, and you don't know which of these dogs has rabies. You don't. I mean, because they don't get shots or checkups, or they don't get these things. Unfortunately, over in some of those areas. So, like, and sometimes they'll just chase after you, and be running towards you, and so, like when I was a soldier, it's easy enough. Just I got boots on. Just kind of kick them away, or and they'll walk away or whatever. But like when I was a civilian, I had boots on still. But like the only time that there was ever one that was just aggressive, that just like was just being aggressive. Yeah. I mean, just a nice hook to the head. I mean,
I ain't got time to.
You catch them in the side of the head, like with one good punch. They will scurry away.
Interesting though, because I
don't want to punch a dog, but at the same time, I'm not trying to get bit by a dog that could have rabies. So,
I guess. Well, I'm even just thinking too. Like, how do you even get chased by a dog? I mean, I guess I'm just thinking because I'm not afraid of dogs. I don't ever walk past dogs thinking, be cautious, because what if they, you know what I'm saying? Like our neighbor's dog. I went to my mailbox and our neighbor's dog. I don't ever see this damn dog. Like. This dog is never outside. He runs down because, our neighbor was sitting in the driveway and he like runs over to me. I didn't even flinch. Like it's not a natural reaction to be afraid. Like, I don't know that this dog ain't friendly. You know what I'm saying? I was just thinking about that. Like, because I'm not afraid of dogs. So I just, like, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? But like, how do you know that the dog is going to be aggressive enough to want to chase you?
You should be more vigilant when it comes to dogs, though.
I was thinking about that.
When I ran,
that's probably not the smartest thing.
So when I run or when I go outside or even when I'm on my bike, if I see dogs that even if there's a dog over here, a really big dog that has an invisible fence. Oh. And he seems pretty friendly because anytime I've never even barked at me once when I've ran by him. But I don't know that when I first
When you first run.
When I first run. Or even the second time, third time. You don't know.
I mean, you never know. It could change at any moment.
Exactly.
Honestly.
If people's personalities can change from moment to moment,
dogs can change.
Dogs can do the same, right? So, but no, there's always a cautious, eye to, you should never be so focused in what you're doing that you're not paying attention to your surroundings. Well,
it's not that I wasn't paying attention. I seen the dog coming.
I know, but like cautious. You should never always put yourself in a defensive posture when it comes to a dog.
What is a defensive posture?
Well, so you know this. You said you saw the dog. You knew he was running up to you. You instantly would turn around.
Away from the dog?
No, were you looking at the dog?
I was walking to the mailbox and he ran up on me. He just ran out to me and started sniffing me. And I didn't think twice about it. I was like, oh, hey. Yeah. But hell, that dog could have been running up to bite me now that I think about it.
So in that moment, what I mean by a defensive posture would be you're not going to receive this dog in open arms.
Oh, so it's kind of
it's kind of like a stand. You turn to your side. So you turn to your side, and see what their intentions are. And if it comes up and just sniffs you, then you see that they're just being But don't ever
What would I do without that?
Yeah, you just.
Mind you, I'm not out walking very often where I feel like I would come in contact.
I mean, I've been bit by
you just never know.
I've been bit by 3 dogs.
Have you really?
As a kid.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Is Scar over here? Is that Scar? It's like a little circle.
Yeah.
See, that's from a dog. That's from a
really.
That's from a Doberman. That was his tooth.
Oh hell no! See?
Yeah. So I mean. But yeah, it's just
babe, you got me thinking about all this stuff. I was told, babe, he needs to teach me some self-defense.
I want to teach
because
you
I literally don't know what to do.
We're gonna work on some scenarios.
If I was in any type of scenario, you think, how you have these thoughts in your head, oh, I would be prepared. Oh, I would grab this. Oh, I would, but then you get in that moment and you probably freeze up. I don't know because I've not been in it, but I can imagine that everything goes out the window. So if you go into it not even knowing where to start, it's okay, take it, whatever you want. Literally, you can have it all. You can have anything. I'm not trying to make light of the situation, but you know what I'm saying? I would love to know how to defend myself if I ever had to.
Yeah.
How to do something to at least slow him down so I could run away. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that. So that's your job, is to teach me some self-defense tactics.
I'm going to come up with some scenarios and we'll work on some.
So that I can be, feel prepared, especially if I got my kids. You know what I'm saying? I'd be just as scared as them. I don't know what
she about to be on this punching bag. We're about to get her down this punching bag.
Okay.
Biggest way to disarm a person, is we're gonna develop your jab. If you have a good high quality jab, and you catch them right on the nose like this,
that's gonna put them down.
That is gonna hurt.
See, in my mind, I would be thinking if it was a man, I would be trying to go for the nutsack.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Well, so we'll develop on the bag. We'll have you develop a nice kick to the nuts.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, nice kick to the junk there, and then a jab.
Yeah.
Because there's something we're gonna work on it. So I'm thinking.
Excited now.
I'm excited. We got.
So, ladies, are you familiar with self-defense? Do you know how to defend yourself? Has anybody taught you? Have you taken a class? I'd love to know. And if you've ever been in a situation, how did that go for you? So, yeah, because I'm just thinking of all of these scenarios that could happen that I feel like I would just be lost. Even to now, and I don't know if I want to say this, but we have a gun in the house. Obviously, Babe was not going to let us not have one. And I know how to shoot it, but even in the moment of because it's not something that I ever practiced, taking it out, cocking it back, making sure it's ready. I feel like I would be fumbling, trying to be ready to if I had to. You know what I'm saying?
We'll go to the range.
Because it's just been so long since I've done anything. Hell, I ain't shot since we went and shot to get our license in Tennessee. So I did go to the range with KB.
Yeah.
But we were shooting big old guns. I would know. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Anyway, I really want some self-defense now.
And the gun is highly locked up, secured. only Gabriel and I can get into it. There's no chance of anybody else getting into it.
Yes.
And it's in a place where the kids will never know where it's at.
Absolutely.
So, or can get to. They can't get to it either. So,
but even still, like, I just be like, dang, can I remember to get in there if the time comes? Like, Lord. Every now and then, Babe will be like, what's the code? I'll be like, what's the code? Okay.
Yeah. So, but it's, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, we pray that none of that stuff is ever even needed.
That's why you pray daily
for
protection.
Pray for protection. But we will also
with the blood of Jesus.
But we also can get a good workout, learn new things by preparing your mind mentally and preparing your body physically. Yeah. You know, for worst case scenario.
You do never know what could happen.
Exactly. So absolutely.
It doesn't hurt to be prepared. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, what is we done with questions?
I don't know. You want to do another one? We ain't got no topic.
We can do one more.
You know we ain't got nothing to talk about.
Nah, nothing.
I swear. I promise y'all we're going to come up with some topics.
All right. So we're going to get into our last sponsor, though, and then we'll decide what we're doing from there because we don't know yet.
That's the excitement.
You
never know what you're going to get.
You never know. We don't either. So, all right. So here we go. Bulldog Yoga Online. So we've told you about them a few times. We're all juggling a lot, these days. So jobs, families, budgets, emotional baggage from last year, this week, today, 2 minutes ago, whenever. And the kids, if you got kids, and the school schedule, trying to figure out how to homeschool if you're still having to do that, virtual, just all that craziness, just a lot. So, I'm sure with that, you've tried to look for ways that you can kind of de-stress or, keep yourself active. And yoga is probably something you've ran across. But if you're like us, then yoga can seem very intimidating. Like, that there's a really, because you see all the people that can do all these crazy yoga moves. You're like, what? That's yoga? But you don't think about all of the, there's simpler moves and there's simpler techniques that are not as difficult. Because Gabriel and I are on completely different levels of flexibility.
Oh, absolutely.
But we still can do some yoga together. So, but yeah, with that, you can increase your strength, better flexibility, improve mental focus. And this is kind of where Bulldog Yoga comes in. So, Bulldog Yoga Online is about taking the intimidation out of yoga and replacing it with music, smiles, and no judgment. Bulldog Online is about making yoga fun. Yes, fun. And Bulldog streaming online classes are available on demand, anytime, any place, and on your schedule. They even offer classes for kids and teens so that you can get your Bulldog on and get moving with the whole family. Bulldog online classes are easy to follow and set to great playlists meant to motivate you and keep you and your family smiling throughout the movement. There are choices for all levels, from beginner classes to heart-pumping workouts, and there are tons of class length options to fit your schedule, so 12 to 60-minute options. So you can actually try your first 30 days for free at bulldogonline.com. That's bulldogonline.com. Use the code LMO for an additional 50% off your first paid month. So again, that's bulldogonline.com, coupon code LMO. Check them out. And thanks to Bulldog Yoga for sponsoring this podcast. And again, make sure Bulldog Online, not Bulldog Yoga when you're looking for it.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Yes. So, another question?
What number?
Let's go with 1908. I'm sorry, I hit the table. My bad.
Why was that so funny to you? I cannot deal with you. 1908, honey.
Is that a special year?
1908. I don't even know who this person is. Where will Banksy strike again?
Banksy, that's the artist that does the cool.
Who is that?
Banksy does all those crazy artists. Like he does like some graffiti and stuff like that. But he's like a dope artist.
Never heard of this person before in my life.
His paintings be selling for like millions.
Seriously?
Millions, yeah.
Never heard this name before. Do y'all know who this person is?
Yeah. Where will he strike next? I mean, I don't know. I mean, if
What was the last place he struck? Do you know?
I don't know for sure, but I mean, if he's still striking, then then he'll. I mean, probably in L.A. somewhere. I'm guessing.
Alexa, where was the last place Banksy struck?
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Because you don't be knowing nothing, man. Yeah. I tell you, Alexa just...
Hey, Alexa, who is Banksy?
According to Wikipedia, Banksy is a pseudonymous England-based street artist, political activist, and film director active since the 1990s, whose real name and identity remain unconfirmed and the subject of speculation.
Oh, people don't know who he is?
Street art and subversive epigrams combine dark humor with graffiti executed in a distinctive stenciling technique.
Okay, thanks, Alexa. Oh, so people don't even know who this person is.
No, I mean, like for the widely known, he's not. I mean, he could be. I mean, he could be at this point, maybe. I don't know, but
that's interesting.
But yeah, I don't know.
I've not heard of him.
Yeah, but
okay.
Yeah, who knows? Somewhere.
Well,
if he's still striking, somewhere.
He's still striking.
What question you want?
Let's see. 2011.
2011.
It was a good year. 2000.
Why was that such a good year?
I don't know. I just married the love of my life.
I bet he's good. I bet she's nice.
Started a YouTube channel.
I bet she's a pretty nice guy.
He all right.
You should probably show him how much you love him today.
You know what? Read me my question.
What would you say to someone if you really wanted to confuse them? Ask them who Banksy is.
What would I say to someone if I really wanted to confuse them? I don't know. I mean, it would have to be somebody that I didn't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you could say something different to everybody. So I'm thinking. My first thought was if like someone came up to me and they recognized me, I would just say, no, that's not me. I'm sorry, you've got the wrong person. Like if somebody was like, Gabe, I'm sorry, who was that? I'm actually going to do that one time.
That's actually pretty good.
That would be so good. So I'm sorry if it's somebody that's listening. Don't believe me, girl. I mean, it's only one me. Like literally, it's me. But that would be very confusing if somebody came up to me and was like, Gabe, and I would be like, I'm sorry, who? I'm sorry, my name is Keisha. Keisha would be a giveaway, though.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah.
I'm sorry, my name is Keisha.
Because if you watch and you know that, like...
Right. They would be like, girl, I am so going to do that.
That would be funny. That would be pretty funny.
Hilarious.
That would be pretty funny.
Yeah, that would be immediate confusion to somebody. Or they just might crack up laughing. Like, girl, I listen to that podcast, whatever.
Exactly.
That would be so funny.
That would be pretty funny. That would be pretty funny.
Yeah, what would you say to confuse somebody? It's an interesting question, right?
It is. To confuse somebody, I'd probably... I mean, depending on who it is...
Yeah, there's so many different answers.
I would probably... say it's just random person. I would just walk up to him like... I don't know him at all, but I walk up to him like, Chris, what's up, man? you remember me from war? And while they're looking at me like, I'm like, yeah, man, you know, we was in 3rd platoon, you know, 2nd squad.
Yeah, no.
Remember?
I wonder how many people, like, their first reaction would be to play along.
I don't know.
Or if they would just be like, no, you got to
I just have a whole story. You remember that one time we played spades, man?
Yeah, man.
Man, you remember Chuck and Todd were trying to beat us, man. They had no clue. Deuces.
That's
man, hilarious. 2nd squad. Like, it was like.
That would definitely.
Hey, let's get a picture. Let me put it on my Facebook. Look, it's Chris.
On my Facebook.
Get on Instagram. Pretend like I'm on Instagram story. Like, yo, I saw my friend Chris from the war, man. It's been forever.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, I wish somebody would come up to me.
I would do that. The whole thing,
would be
yes.
Hilarious.
Just to see their reaction.
Yeah. Okay. Do we have an Ask Gabe and Bear?
And then at the end, after I said, I mean, I'm just playing. Ashton, come out.
Oh, like.
Come out.
You're on Punk.
Yeah. Ashton, you hit Ashton.
I loved Punk.
Punk was good.
It was so good.
It was good.
That was a really good show for its time.
Speaking of good show, Down to Earth with Zac Efron. It was on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
Where he went to different places and just learned about different cultures. They're coming out with a 2nd season. I'm so excited about that.
That was his quarantine show.
That was my quarantine show. I was really sad when it's over. I felt like I was in nature with them because I was stuck in a room.
I'm gonna have to watch it before the.
Watch it together, Sean.
You gonna be done with the second season before I finish the first season, because that's what Babe likes to do. We'll start a show together, and then I'll look up, and he has moved on.
That's because
like we did with what is this show?
Ozark.
Yes. Oh, Babe talking about I'm on like the 5th season. I'm like, we just started this together.
Because she don't
like. How does that happen?
Because she don't be wanting to commit to it. The only show I've ever been able to get you to commit to that I watched first was Prison Break.
And that I'm so glad you made me watch.
Yes.
I will forever stand Prison Break. It is such a good show.
If she likes the show a lot, I don't have to beg her to watch an episode.
Yeah, see, the thing about Ozark is it's just
very
so
slow.
Like, I can't get past the 5th episode.
It's never it's never fast though. That's the thing about it.
Oh, it doesn't ever speed up.
But you get in.
But then you get hooked. You get into the storyline.
But it's never a fast paced show.
In the beginning though, I'm having a really hard time getting hooked enough. Yeah. That's kind of like the other show that we started watching, Your Honor.
Yeah.
I don't really care how it ends.
So I'm like,
you go for it, because I'm just not really.
So if we come up on this podcast and she like, we started Your Honor together, and then he kept going.
Unless y'all tell me otherwise. Are y'all watching The Honor and it's just like bomb.com? Should I keep watching? But we got through like the first 2 episodes, and I could take it or leave it. I wasn't like, ooh, I gotta see how this ends.
Yeah.
Plus, I'd be tired of getting through all of these shows like frickin' Firefly Lane to be disappointed, and then I gotta wait a whole nother year before y'all bring the next season back. Like, I got better things to do with my 10 hours.
Yeah,
than to dedicate it to this show.
I would say our 2 favorite shows right now, though, are This Is Us and A Million Little Things.
Which comes back this Thursday.
Does it?
I looked it up because I was like, look, when is my new episode coming? Because I missed A Million Little Things.
I want to watch Young Wrk.
Yeah. I don't really have any interest in seeing that either. Is it like a comedy?
It's like a 30-minute
like a sitcom type.
But it's not. But it's 30-minute episode. But it's like, it's not like a traditional sitcom where there's only like one set here, one set there. Like they're out and about. Like it's like a longer show filming, but just a 30-minute episode. If that makes sense. Sitcoms are kind of traditionally in like different just.
Like one set to the next.
Like, and they'll usually stay in those sets for the most part. They don't really go much else.
So but it's not like reality.
No.
Oh, okay.
Like in the first episode, I watched like the first 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. He's running. It's 2028 or something like that, and he's running for president.
The Rock?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then he sits down to have an interview, and he starts telling about his story.
Is he in it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He's also the executive producer, and his production company's making it.
I'm confused. So it's just him narrating his life, future and past.
But so he sits down with the person and says, "Hey,
why is it so complicated?
Let's start at the beginning," and then it flashes back to
okay.
And he's a kid.
Okay.
And his
so
dad.
He's going to be narrating the show though.
And it goes around. Yeah, there's a kid version of him. There's a teenage version. There's a football at like Miami University version.
Got it.
A wrestler. Yeah, and then so it seems like it's gonna be really cool. That one's really good. The Ballers, his show on HBO, is really good. Hadn't come out with a new season yet. I'm trying to think. I'm excited for a few movies that are coming out. Mortal Kombat. The new Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Let's talk about that, because Babe was saying this to me the other day. Like, that was the one thing that COVID like took away from him.
It's like
was his movie time. Like, y'all know that was Babe's me time. He would go see a movie like every other week.
I wonder. Yeah, I was just thinking about that. I was like, and my movie time, or missing out on movies is the least of my worries. It doesn't. It's not like it's small. It's a small
problem.
But think about. I want you all to think about what, since the pandemic has happened. The worst thing that's happened obviously has been people losing their lives, businesses going out of business, people losing their jobs, people family not being able to see each other. Like, those are all the worst things that have happened across the board, right? But then think about some of the first world problems. like that you deal with? Like, what have you not been able to do that you enjoy doing? Is it like traveling? You know, we enjoy traveling. We obviously haven't been able to travel like we used to. Or for me, you know, for going to the gym.
Yeah.
We used to love to go to the gym together, or, you know, even separately if we didn't go together, not being able to go to the gym. Like, you know, for me though, my therapy, I always told you about it over on the vlog and even on here, is that for me, going to the movies
was like your time.
Was like my time. I went to movies by myself all the time, because it was like my me time, you know? And so it's really interesting just thinking about like those things, like how you take the small things for granted sometimes, and when they're not there anymore, it's like, wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like theaters are you know, they're opening up now, but I don't know. I'm very surprised that you haven't been to one.
Yeah,
I guess because there's
right
not
now,
really anything out. That
right now, the good movie, the new movies haven't really came out, and most of the good movies are having an option of just watching them on, paying for them, right? You know, on your TV. So it's like, for me, it's like, well, why do I need to go to a movie theater, you know, when I can just watch it at home?
Yeah.
So, but as things open up and movies start coming out and they're only in the movie theater,
then you're gonna have to.
Yeah, then I will start, you know, doing that once in a while. But again, it's not like, it's not hurting my life that I can't do it. Right. It's just something I was thinking about. That's like, man, you know, I really enjoyed movies were my thing, you know, and how many people are missing that one small little tiny thing that's not life changing, but it's something that they enjoy doing. Like, how many of you, you know, it's like in the comments, like, name one thing that you know, used to do all the time that you haven't been able to do because of COVID. You know, and I mean, I think that's, you know, it's important to put the things like that in perspective of, like, you know, were they too important in your life before? Like, did you put too much attention on them? Or were they, you know, or were they there for a different reason? Were they like a therapy, a time for you to relax and just escape the stresses of every day, you know? Or, you know, just to kind of put them in perspective. Why do you miss them? You know? Why do you, that's interesting. You know, so like, but yeah, for me, movies were like my like me time. You know, it was just my me time, you know? And that's why I miss them, you know?
I don't know. You were talking about it, and I'm like, well, what was my thing? Honestly, my thing was travel.
Yeah, travel. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that's both of our things too, but like, definitely travel.
Yeah, travel. Absolutely.
Like, okay. And I'm going everywhere this year. I'm going. So, I'm warning y'all, I'm going. Yeah. So,
we going places
that
this year.
That is the plan, okay? Because
yeah, we going places this year.
Yeah. We keep trying to figure out where we're going to go for our 10-year anniversary. We still don't know. I feel like at this point we should have like booked and planned something by now, because August is literally around the corner.
It's nuts,
but we can't decide where we want to
10-year anniversary.
I know, because maybe we're putting too much pressure on it because it's the 10-year. Like, we just feel like it has to be this. You know, our 11-year could be just as amazing, or you know what I'm saying?
I mean, we'll do something nice. I think that we've got time.
It just feels like such a big milestone.
It is a big milestone.
We have to kind of like, we got to celebrate it properly. You know what I'm saying?
It is a big milestone.
But it is. I'm not trying to say that it's not, but I do wonder if we put too much weight on it because because it's 10 years. Why does it have to be so amazing? Because I'm like, it's almost like I wouldn't be okay with just a regular vacation. Like, it has to be the most spectacular.
Yeah, I think that's just
type of. So I'm trying to tell myself it may not be the grand thing we want to do just because.
But next year could be
how everything is going.
Yeah. But next year could be.
So I don't know. I've just been trying to sort that out because I really don't know. We're like, do we go back to Jamaica because we freaking love that place? It's where we honeymooned. Or do we go somewhere like Dubai, like completely different, you know?
Somewhere that we've never been together.
Yeah. So
I agree. I mean, it's interesting.
What do y'all think we should do for our 10-year anniversary? Taking all suggestions.
Yeah. Because then in October we got our 10-year vlogging anniversary.
We do. I feel like we need to do something big for that. I feel like we should do Vlogtober. I feel like it's only right that we do Vlogtober.
I think you're putting a little bit too much onus on this 10-year thing. And, you know, if we do that,
think so. if you're unfamiliar with YouTube and the culture and what Vlogtober even is, it's how we started, and it's like vlog every day in October. Granted, we did not vlog every day in October. We probably put up like 10 videos, if that, but it was a thing. And I don't even know that people really do Vlogmas or Vlogtober anymore. I think they do like Vita, vlog every day in August, and then there's Vlogmas. But I don't even know if people do Vlogtober anymore. But I think we should do it just because it's been 10 years.
Y'all want to see Vlogtober?
Yeah, let us know. Do you want to see Vlogtober? Where should we go for our anniversary? Oh, babe. Okay, maybe you don't want to tell them yet. You want to tell them what we found yesterday? And this will be the last thing.
What we found?
That you're so excited about? Or you want to wait?
Okay, I'm confused.
Where are we sitting?
Oh my goodness. So excited. Purchased on the way is a beautiful, wonderful, amazing
bed couch.
So here's the thing. Gabriel she'd always be like, you ain't even gonna sit in this bed couch. You don't need it. You don't want this bed couch. But she searched high and low. She consulted friends. She consulted the Lord. She consulted.
I did not do all of that.
Not all that. But she searched and searched. I'm like, sweetheart, are you sure you're not interested in this bed couch? Because you are searching the
What happened
interwebs.
What had happened was I got a design for our bedroom. So all of the stuff I had ordered from this design, and the thing that was missing was the couch or the chair. So I'm like, if I'm gonna do it, let's do it. Let's find something and see if we like it. So there's a return policy. That's all I'm saying. And I'm kind of excited about it.
And there's two different sizes. So if we don't like the big size,
because we got the big size, which is like the size of our bed, and even just a tiny bit longer. So we're like, we'll see. I'm like, we can always get the smaller one.
Yeah,
if it's
we
too
got 30
big,
days. So
we can always get the smaller one. So I don't know. We'll see. I kind of think it'll look really nice against our windows on this side.
I know.
But babe claims we would never sit over there. I don't think he'll ever sit on it here, except for when we're doing the podcast.
Okay, so you say.
We're gonna keep y'all updated on
when that. I put on every morning when I put on my Mr. Rogers sweater and my my slippers. I switch from my slippers to my tennis shoes.
Another movie that we need to watch that we haven't watched
with Tom Hanks.
Yeah,
we do
to watch that.
But every morning when I switch from my slippers to my tennis shoes, and I lace them up with my sweater on. I'm gonna do it right here on this couch, bed couch, and I whistle and I kind of hum to myself, and I have my puppets just sitting right next to me. Every morning when I do that. On this bed couch.
We'll see.
But yeah,
we'll keep you posted, you guys.
We will.
So we hope that you enjoyed.
Yes.
Wherever you are listening, please.
Oh, there's one more thing.
Oh, what?
Sorry to cut you off.
What?
But so by the time we film a podcast next week and post it, there will be something live for you to purchase.
Oh!
So I want to tell you now on the podcast, because you won't hear from us again until the day after they're live.
You're right.
So next Wednesday, the 17th of March, okay, the Wrk Hard Daily Planner.
Yay!
In 3 different colorways. You have the pink edition, the gray edition, and the black edition. Will be for sale. They will launch that day.
Yep.
So there is a link I will put it in the description of this video and also in the show notes that you can add yourself to the wait list. If you're not already on there, or if you're watching the vlog over on Gabe TV, you can actually add yourself on the wait list there. But 17th.
Yay! Put it out there. I told babe, I said pick a date. Put it out there.
It's happening. Yes.
So I'm excited for that. So now, as I was saying, wherever you're listening, we would love it if you would rate and review the podcast. Let us know what you think about it. Let others know what you think about it. Feel free to share an episode of yours that's your favorite. If we made you laugh today, go ahead and share this episode with somebody and tell them they need to check out Gabe and Babe, okay?
That's right.
We love you guys, and we'll see you same time, same place next week.
That's right.
Bye.
Deuces.
All right, love.
All right. Good job, y'all.
Love y'all.
Yeah.